Next person that is listed to speak is Mr. Damon Barone, who will be speaking on item number 6, consent agenda, 7, discussion of letter for TEA, 10, discuss and consider level 3 grievance, and 11, board committee report. Mr. Barone, are you online?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Barone, you do realize that you have 5 minutes to speak, and I will let you know when the 30-second comes, just in case of the lag between the two. You may begin now.
Thank you. Greetings, Damon Barone, Alief ISD parent, taxpayer, and alumnus. It's a smack in the face to our students, parents, community members, and district employees when the school board and Coach H.D. Chambers marginalizes, attacks, and retaliates against and despises anyone who does the exact same thing that you all constantly promote us to engage in with our state senators and TEA. However, when we do those things here in Alief ISD, we become public enemy number one. But much like the board's cult-like following of Coach H.D. Chambers, as long as we're supporting the cult's agenda and vision, then everything is all good. You encourage the community members to watch legislative meetings, just not Alief ISD school board meetings. You encourage intense conversations, just not in Alief ISD. You encourage transparency, just not in Alief ISD. You encourage us to protest, just not in Alief ISD. You encourage us to make our voices heard, just not in Alief ISD. You encourage us to organize our efforts to promote agendas, just not in Alief ISD. You encourage us to stand up and fight for our rights, just not in Alief ISD. You encourage us to challenge our elected officials, just not in Alief ISD. You encourage us to hold people accountable, just not in Alief ISD. And most importantly, you encourage us to vote at elections, just not at Alief ISD school board elections every 2 years. I've heard President Ann Williams and Master Trustee Rick Moreno express numerous times, specifically around the time of Coach H.D. Chambers' annual performance review and raises, that we, the board, either like him or we don't, and use likability to be the only justification in keeping Coach H.D. Chambers as Alief ISD's $400,000 per year superintendent. I would argue that liking Coach H.D. Chambers is not a substantial qualification for maintaining his superintendent contract here in Alief or any other school district for that matter. And the board continuously approves pay increases each year for our master's degree baseball coach who has never taught in the classroom. The aim is supposed to be for our school board to hold Coach H.D. Chambers accountable for his decisions and leadership here in Alief, and not his ability to win the hearts of the school board members with you all's cult-like following for Coach H.D. Chambers because you like him and he makes backroom deals to support your personal and professional aspirations. Theodore Robert Bundy, better known as Ted Bundy, killed 36 women because he came across as a nice guy, charming, and was extremely likable by his victims prior to him killing them. However, the state of Florida held Ted Bundy accountable for his actions and convicted him to death. Justice would have never been served to the victims of Theodore Robert Bundy had Florida courts used Mr. Bundy's life appeal to sentence him for his actions. Because I could not find the word like in Coach H.D. Chambers' contract or the word like in the oath that each of you took when you became school board members, I think that it's time to stop victimizing our Alief community by accepting Coach H.D. Chambers' poor leadership because you all like him and hold the coach accountable for his actions and his decisions that he makes here in our district. In the reputable words of Coach Cox, who's speaking later on today, I gathered a few sound bites from the April 6, 2021 Alief ISD School Board Workshop, where the board and superintendent passionately discussed the 2021 legislative updates. These sound bites are from Coach H.D. Chambers. If you go back and watch the back and forth between myself and Chairman Dutton and Chairman Huberty, it went on for quite a while. Next one. This was my argument, one of my arguments. I had a lot of arguments. Next one. And I know I frustrated Dutton. I know that I did, but I don't really care. I told them that this needed to be done. The next one. I wasn't going to let that go unchecked. I wasn't going to do that. Next one. It's got a little tense, which I'm fine with. I could have done this all day. The charter folks are opposing it because they don't want to be held to any kind of standards. If you want some free entertainment, you can watch that for a little while. I'm not going to be able to make it over there, but if I was, I would probably stir it up again. I think that they're attempting to silence your voices, period. You guys are an elected government body, and you're responsible for the stewardship, along with myself, for the taxpayer dollars.
Excuse me for a minute, Ms. Williams. The clock has stopped.
No, I got 30 seconds. Thank you, trustee.
I know, but I'm just saying the clock has stopped, so we need to get that clock corrected.
That's okay. I'm already done.
Well, no, wait, Damon, wait, one moment, Mr. Barone. He's correct. We want to make sure that it's still going so we don't have to count it down. It stopped at 1 minute, 11 seconds. Hold on.
You can put it to 30 seconds, President Williams.
Okay, let me time it on my watch, Mr. Barone. You ready to go? Go.
Okay. I think that they're attempting to silence our voice, period. Next soundbite. You guys are an elected governing body and you are responsible for the stewardship along with myself for taxpayer dollars. The last soundbite. The issues, the political issues, if we don't catch them and weigh in, we're going to wake up on September 1st of this year with some bad policies in front of us and wonder what just happened. Damon Barone, Alief ISD, parent, taxpayer, and alumnus. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Barone. Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you.
Gerard, before I move to the final name on the list, has Ms. Collins joined us yet?
Ms. Williams, I just showed that Gerard dropped off the meeting. I just texted him. Charles,
Okay.
can you just 1 second, please?
Put her in.
Okay.
Okay, she's in.
It's M. Collins. Is Ms. M. Collins on the